Sound people, Schooner for Life TV, back with another preview, predicted lineup and chat. Man, Andrew.
Lockdown edition.
Yeah. Like and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so what do you think about what's happening then over the last few games since we last done? Well, when did we last do one? United. So since the preview of the United game till now.
Just there's no attack, mate. There's no attack in the team. There's no creative midfielder. There's no attack. There's like the amount of shots we're having per game is ridiculous, mate. We're trying to defend against teams that, without disrespecting any of them, we should be attacking and going for the kill, mate, and we ain't.
Yeah. I know what you mean. He's made us harder to beat, but the
we're letting in less goals.
I
said, but we're not letting in less goals. Sorry, we put Aston Villa put 3 against us. Yeah. So it's not like he's fixed the problem at the back completely.
Serious. I don't know. It's starting to. It's getting on my nerves a bit. Like this creativity situation and no goals getting scored. Like Aubameyang's he's wasting out on that left.
Yeah, there's no. Listen, Lacazette, he ain't good enough this season. He ain't good enough. He needs to be dropped. He ain't. Do you know what I mean? He ain't going when he's up top, mate. He's more in the number 10 position. Do you know what I mean? Where we need a striker at the moment. We need someone who's going to score goals for us at the moment.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he's got it in him this season. Well, so far he ain't got it in him.
See, I think to start off with, I think he was on it. It's since he got dropped.
Yeah, well, that's what Arteta likes to do, that, doesn't he? We've seen it before when Pepe's had a good game, and then he'll drop him and bring him on as a late sub. Knocks their confidence, mate. If they're in a good run, keep playing them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's the only way you get better.
I think he's focusing too much on closing the doors, closing the gates up at the back, trying not to concede as many goals. But we ain't got the creativity to score any either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I reckon play Ozil, mate. Bring Ozil back in.
No, he can't.
I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them that's jumping on the Ozil thing. I think he should have been dropped. He's a lazy player. And do you know what I mean? But I think maybe try him now. He's been dropped. He's been out the team for how long? How long has he not been in the team? Do you know what I mean? He might have something to fight for now.
I don't know how many games it is now. But did he play when after lockdown? I think he played a few games after lockdown, then he got dropped, didn't he?
That's what I mean. I'd give him a try, mate. Think about
it. He can't though, can he?
What, is he not in?
He can't play him until minimum of January because he's not in the 25-man squad.
Oh, is it? No, that's not really. Party's injured now, so El Neni's our best midfielder. Crazy to say that. El Neni is our best midfielder.
But at the same time, El Neni's he's one of them. It's everyone's hyping him over like one good, amazing game. Like, and I think like El Neni's one of them players. He's only good if you've got someone next to him who's good. You know what I'm saying? Like when Partey was playing next to him against United, it's either they played well together or United were generally that bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because when we played against Villa, their midfield absolutely buoyed us.
No, but I think, but United, if you looked at their midfield on paper and you looked at our midfield on paper that day, mate, they should have pissed all over us. Their midfield, you've got the likes of Pogba, Fernandes, is that his name? Bruno.
Yeah, and
You know
Fred.
what I mean? That's what I mean, mate. And we had El Neni, all right, party, but he ain't had time to prove himself yet. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think Partey's one of them players that needs to. I think he's just one of them.
Well, see, I'll be honest, I didn't know much about him when he was an Atletico player. But I know
Yeah,
he
nah,
dropped
see,
a
I
few
didn't
stats.
really, I didn't really know much about him. Just the games that I played. Sorry, he played that I watched. But he killed it off like the Liverpool when he played against Liverpool and he shut their whole team down. When was that? That was last season, and he was a madness against us when we lost to them in semi-final 2 years ago. He shut us down. This
Yeah,
is what he does.
I think like watching him at Austria, I feel like he's more defensive than he is attacking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I feel like
definitely.
that's why I'm saying about Elneny being our best midfielder, because he's the only one from the games I watch every game. You know, we watch every game, and from the games we've watched, we've sat there, and by 75, 80 minutes, me and you are looking at each other saying, "Mate, Elneny's been our best player." Do you know what I mean? Midfield, he's the only one that wants to drive forward, mate. Do you know what I mean? They
Yeah,
leave it. The thing with this Arsenal team at the moment, especially the last few games, is we leave it right to the last minute to try and actually turn things on properly. Do you know what I mean? We have a lot of possession, but we do nothing with it. And then 70 minutes in the game, when we're losing or we're drawing, do you know what I mean? We then try and turn things up, and we ain't got the quality in the midfield. We've got
yeah,
the quality up front. Do you know what I mean? We have Aubameyang, he's quality, mate. Do you know what I mean? Pepe, I think on his day, he's quality. Do you know what I mean? And so I think really it is our midfield that we need to sort out with. Until we got that, I don't know who it is. I thought Ceballos might be it for us this season, but
see, at the same time, I think he needs obviously he needs to sort the midfield out, but he needs to change the formation because, say for instance, we do bring in an Awar or someone on his level who likes to go forward. We're gonna if we play this formation with him and he goes forward and he can't get back in time, Party's then got he's on his own. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's a formation change. There's five at the back.
But if you look
It's
at other
starting to.
teams, you look at all the other teams doing well at the moment. Yeah, they've all got decent midfielders. Do you know what I mean? They've all got a decent midfield. Like even like we hate to say it, but even Tottenham at the moment, mate. They've got that Højbjerg. He's turned out to be a well good signing. Do you know what I mean? Really. All right, they've got.
Ndombele,
That's what I mean.
Ndombele, Lo Celso.
And when you look at every other team, like we mentioned in the United midfield with even Mata, mate. Do you know what I mean? Even players like that, they can find a decent ball. We haven't, and then you put it up against like our midfield, even Chelsea with the young players like Mount in midfield, mate. Do you know what I mean? Or Aston Villa with Barkley and Grealish there. We have no player that's comparing to a Grealish, a De Bruyne. Do you know what I mean? Even a Henderson, mate. We have nothing there that that are structured, you know, to hold that middle structure. The team, you need that backbone, mate. And it comes from the back and the middle. And we ain't got the middle, mate. And we've got a bit of a Gabriel's been a quality signing at the back. I think he's helped things, but again, he's still learning Premier League football is quicker paced, you know what I mean?
He's young and
That's
all.
that's what I mean. So that was a good signing, really. I think he's done a good signing with
Oh,
that
mate,
one. But
that's a steal. It's 22. I think it's 22 or a bit more £1 million it costs for him.
that's what I
I'm
mean,
happy
mate.
with that, mate.
I think he's only got Player of the Month for us for the last 2 months. I think.
2 months since
In
he came here.
It's crazy, mate. But that's what I mean. We ain't got a Vieira type player. We ain't got that. Do you know what I mean? That, like I said, the Henderson, the De Bruyne's. We ain't got that main player in the midfield that can pull the strings for us. Do you know what I mean? We ain't, and that's why I think Aubameyang, like I said, is being wasted on the wing. He's non-existent really this season. What was it? How many goals he got? 2.
Yeah.
What was that stat you told me earlier about what's his name? Oh,
Ah,
got
Yeah, right. Eddie Nketiah, Eddie Nketiah, Lacazette, Bamiyang, and Pepe. All of their Premier League goals this season add up to the striker that we got to go against tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Bamford. Yeah,
Patrick Bamford, mate. He's just come up
I
from the
like him.
fucking Championship.
But look what Leeds did to Liverpool at the start of the season. All right, they're not doing so well in the table at the moment. They've dropped and they're below us actually. But I still think if they play the way they did against Liverpool, mate, we've got problems. We've got big problems because we ain't
Mate,
got the.
their manager's a good manager. Mate.
You said he was the one that Pep learned off on, innit? Or
Like,
took
he
his.
basically created that style of football. Like, he was the first one who done it. He's a good manager. Like, but
I'm just hoping that we turn up tomorrow, boy. Give the fans something to shout about. Do you know what I mean? We have had nothing good to talk about.
he needs to change the formation most definitely.
What do you reckon then? Should we start with the
He
formation?
needs he needs to go. He needs to do a 4-3-3. But I I can't really see it happening, to be honest with you. Like, it's like he's too scared or something against, as he does it in the Europa League. So he can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like against these Premier League teams, it's like he's
But
scared to do
surely
it.
he realizes that something's got to change. If you're set, like we are sitting on the sideline, yeah, we watch it every game we're watching. He's doing the same. He's on the sideline. He's even closer than we are. Surely you could see that what you're doing ain't working attacking wise. Do you know what I mean? All right, we might not be conceding as much, and we're not. But it's like this season we're doing slightly better against the top six teams, but then slightly worse against Germany, or we haven't changed against the teams that we should really be winning against. But
Yeah.
what we've got Wolves coming up, we've got Tottenham coming up. I'm a bit worried, mate. I'm a bit worried
I'm
as a
not,
fan. A bit worried with this
I'm not gonna
formation.
lie. As an Arsenal fan, Andrew, I'm a bit worried about this league this season, mate.
Yeah, same.
Like I've been saying, if they keep going the way they keep going, mate.
It's gonna be one of them where we're gonna have to find a big rock to hide under, mate, if it carries on the way it's going.
Well, when the Tottenham game plays, we've got a Tottenham fan coming up, so yeah, they'll end up giving it to us if they end up winning the league.
Yeah,
One of
right.
them.
Right, so
But
what do you reckon then? Predicted formation. Let's do not what we want. Let's do what we think he's gonna go with.
well, in goal, it's gonna be Leno. Like, Leno's he's the only person you can put in goal, really. So then,
Yeah,
right, you go right back.
Bellerin. I'd put Bellerin there.
All right.
He's done all right, mate, for the last few. He's
What
been one of the players I've actually praised.
what we going, like a 4-3-3 or?
Well, we'll do what he thinks. So we'll do what we think Arteta will actually do instead of what we want to happen.
I reckon he'd do a 4-3-3 this time. He's got to. He's got no choice. So I think this isn't working. Like, so, left back, I'll go Tin. Right, right
Setters,
sided centre back for yourself.
what one? Sorry,
Right sided.
Luez, mate.
Yeah, and on the left, I'll go for Gabriel.
I think them two are the best. You've got Luez's experience, and he's not our captain, but I bet you he's got a big mouth on him when he's at the back. Do you know what I mean? I bet he's
Yeah,
key. And I think with Gabriel there, he's not a bad person. They're both Brazilian as well, aren't they? Is
yeah,
Gabriel Brazilian? Yeah, so
yeah,
yeah, I think Luez and Gabriel would be our best two at the back.
yeah, most probably. Right, so one of the centre mids or centre defensive mids, which with who?
Well, well, not the same person I want, mate, but I reckon he's going to go Xhaka.
Xhaka and I don't know who's going to play out of El Neni and Ceballos, mate. I really don't know. I reckon he might he might put El Neni there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Yeah, I definitely think El Neni and Jack is going to get it.
As your creative midfielder, who do you reckon?
Willock, mate.
I'd put it. I don't think he'll do it, but I would personally.
Yeah, I think
Like,
Willock.
he's apart from Partey and that one game El Neni's played, out of all the games that have been played, like he hasn't played in the league yet, I know, but he's been our best player in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Like, he is the only midfielder that drives forward. He gets in the
Scored a
box.
banger as well, didn't he?
Huh?
He scored a banger in the Europa League as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well,
His
when he
work rate was
played in our last game, when I think it was it 4-0 or 4-1? I can't remember. But they scored 2 own goals, didn't they?
yeah.
Yeah, both of them goals, Willock was involved in. Like
Yeah, so
he put a cross in for one of them, and then for the other one, I think he put one of the defenders off and then put his foot out, and they scored an own goal or something like that. And then a goal, not the next goal, the goal after that, he scored himself, didn't he? So he's involved really in 3 goals.
he's just, if he brings the energy he's been bringing to the Europa League games, then he's got.
Out of everyone we've got no choice. Like he's got to play him.
It's got to be.
Right then, I'll go on the left side. I'll pick Saka on the left.
Saka, yeah.
Because
Pepe on the right, bro.
Yeah, Pepe on the right, and then Aubameyang's got to go for the
middle. Just for his own confidence, mate, he's got to put him up top. He's got to give him that. He ain't really gone like set off this season. Do you know what I mean? And I think putting him up top, get him a couple of goals, mate. I think, and Leeds have shown that they can concede goals, mate. They've proved it this season. They might be strong going forward as well, but they can concede some goals, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I reckon definitely put him up top, mate. Got to, innit?
We got to beat them tomorrow. This game, Wolves, Tottenham. All of the games from now till Christmas really are must-win games. Like we've got to win. Like,
well, we can't have Tottenham top of league by the new year, mate.
Hopefully next week Chelsea win, but it's one of them.
I'd rather Chelsea than Tottenham every day, mate. But Chelsea, I think Chelsea are, in my eyes, they're title contenders.
They're kind of gelling now.
I think
I personally don't. What I thought it was with Chelsea, I don't think it was so much their outfield players. I thought it was more Kepa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kepa was letting in so many goals, and then the rest of the team, it was making their confidence drop. That's what I generally think, because he's that bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like this man is a joke. Like, if I was a Chelsea supporter, I would have been very pissed off, put it that way. Like, and this Mendy, I think he's played. It's like 7 games, I think, and he's had 5 clean sheets. Yeah, 5 clean sheets in 7 games, I think, something like that. So, well, he's changed them.
Yeah. Well, I think that Ziyech, is that how you say it? Ziyech.
Yeah, mate, he's an amazing player.
Yeah, he's pulling strings, bruv. We ain't got that guy who's pulling strings for us. We ain't got him. Pepe, I'm not gonna lie, bruv. He's let me down this season. Like he ain't got no confidence, mate. Remember when we played Liverpool at the start of the season? He was, it might have been last season we played him, and he was the first person to dribble past Van Dijk. Do you remember them times? And then against Burnley, nutmeg someone. He was taking players on, mate. And then
personally, I think if At the same time, though, like I think he's getting pissed off, like because he's blatantly sat on the bench, and whenever he's coming on, even against Aston Villa when we played them and lost, when he came on, he instantly within that 5 to 7 minutes he had a shot, and it wasn't too far away. It was like, okay, Pepe's on. As soon as he comes on, you can see he's a game changer. Like personally, I think Pepe is. But if I was him, I'd be getting pissed off as well because he's sitting there on the bench and you can blatantly see that Willian is a load of shit. Like he's doing nothing. And then when Pepe comes on, he's creating, or when he plays in the Europa League, he's scoring goals. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, for the
it's in the
next game.
media. You can see he's getting pissed off. So at the end of the day, like he isn't getting played enough to be able to get that run of form.
Yeah, I know, but it seems to be Arteta's way. That is, it seems to be what he does.
I personally think the reason why he's not playing him as well is it can't be because he's not he doesn't think he's doing well enough, because he's doing better than Willian. So you can't turn around and say that to me. You can't turn around and say he's not playing well enough when a player that's playing on the field is doing worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? I personally think it's, if he's got that in his head, then fair enough. But half of the reason I think it could be is because Willian is his player. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't sign Pepe. He signed Willian.
Yeah.
Like, so he's trying to get a tune out of him. But we might see now where Willian hasn't done nothing in 7 games because he didn't score or anything on
He hasn't scored this season, has he?
against Fulham and all that. But then he assisted or whatever, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he hasn't done anything since. So hopefully he drops.
He hasn't scored though yet, has he?
No.
And I think you might be right there, mate, because I don't see why you would keep playing a player and then that ain't doing as well as a player is. Like Pepe, he's doing way better, like you said, in Europa League. He's putting in goals. I feel like Pepe's confidence has been knocked, mate, and I feel that's clearly, you can see that in his form lately. I think our whole team, mate, is deflated. The Aubameyang, you see him get frustrated in the games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, well done to Saka. Saka got a man in the match for England, so that might help.
I mean. Like,
the players are good, mate. Do you know what I mean?
I'm hoping they don't. I'm just hoping they don't do to him what they done to Emery, but in down tools, because it's not. I want Arteta as a manager, but I want his formation to change and things. You know what I'm saying? But I do want him as a manager. But if like the reason why I don't want him to down tools is not so much about him getting fired. It's not so much about him getting fired. It's more to the fact of us dropping down the table more. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're down tools and they're like, well, we don't want to play for him anymore, and we're doing crap as it is. We've won 4 and lost 4. Imagine if they were like, right, fuck it, they don't want to play anymore, kind of thing, and they just play crap and we don't win any. We're going to end up being down by the relegation.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them.
Funny old year as well. It's a funny old year this season. It's a funny old season. You know what I mean? This year it's been a weird season, mate. So it wouldn't surprise me if you see a couple of big teams like Man United. Well, it's already happening, mate. We're 11th. I think United are 14th. Do you know what I mean? Well, I think United are playing now, actually. I think they're on now.
I don't know what the score was, but I think Tottenham won today. So
yeah, they were winning 1-0. But again, like, I don't get a weird season, mate. Pep leaving Aguero and Sterling on the bench. Do you know what I mean? I don't get it. You're leaving 2 good players on. Weird season, mate. But score prediction then, what are you saying? Could be a heavy goal game, mate. Actually, could.
But it could be, but it depends if we take our chances. We really don't create enough and get enough shots on goal. So I'm going 3-2 Arsenal.
Yeah, see, I was thinking I'm going 3-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 3-1.
No,
I
either
think
way.
he's got to get a couple tomorrow. He's got to. I've got faith in him. I reckon he's definitely going to get a couple of goals tomorrow. He's got to. Otherwise, he's getting left behind, mate. You've got Vardy and all them. I think Ings has got more than
He's just got to play him down the middle.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't play him down the middle, then don't expect a goal, personally, because it's like he's getting. Did you notice when he was playing under Emery and that down on the left, he was still cutting in and you'd see him in the box like a striker almost, but slightly over a bit. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, he
he
did
had
it in
that
the he
he
did
had
it
a
in the
freedom
community
role.
shield.
Huh?
He did it in the community shield, didn't he? Where he cut in and
Yeah, that's what I mean.
swung.
Like he had that more freedom role, but it's almost like Arteta's told him to just almost stay over there because against Villa, I seen him loads. He was proper on that other side of the box. You know what I'm saying? Trying to cross the ball in, and it's like,
Yeah.
mate, you should be the one in the box. Like, and I don't know, something's got to change because we need to start scoring more.
Definitely, mate. We need that. We need a number 10. That's what we need, bro. We need an actual number 10. Coutinho would have been perfect, mate. So I was saying to you at the beginning of the season because you weren't really on him, and I said, bro, that's what we need. We need that number 10 player.
Yeah.
Someone who can play a good ball, who's got good vision and can find the goal himself, bro. That's Zaha. We should have brought him. I know he's not in the middle and he's on the wing, but mate, he would have been better than Pepe, I reckon. Well, he's doing better than Pepe at Palace, bro. Do you know what I mean?
See, I
Imagine
think if Pepe got played consistently, then I don't think he would do better than Pepe. I think Pepe would do it. If Pepe played every game, Pepe'd be up there.
well, we've got
Trust
to
me,
win.
last season he done well. He done well last season. Pepe did. I thought, like,
Yeah, everyone was saying he did badly, but he actually statistically didn't do that bad.
First season, bruv, I think he done well, bruv. Like goals and assists combined, I think he got like 19.
Yeah.
Like for a first season in the Premier League, how is that bad?
Yeah, right. And he don't speak a word of English at all, not much English as well, does he?
That's what I mean. How is that bad? Like,
No, I agree.
I don't understand it. But no, I'm just hoping something changes tomorrow and further forward because.
Well, maybe, hopefully, he changes it, sees we do better, we win, we come out with a win, and he sticks with that. Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit worried about the centre without Partey there anyway. That's why Luiz has to play, mate. He's the only one that can play a decent ball forward.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's going to be without Partey. But we played. When did we play Leeds? Played Leeds in the FA Cup last year, didn't we? And well, we beat them 1-0 then. But that's a different season now, and it's different.
That's it,
So
mate. I don't know, 3-1 now, I reckon. 3-1, mate.
Yeah.
Some of you gooners. It's got to be, isn't it?
It's one of them. What time is kickoff?
4:30.
Yeah.
4:30, mate.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, we do something. If not, I'm gonna probably deal with a phone call and get laughed at. That's how it is.
Yeah.
All right, sound well. Yeah, we'll end this one, and we'll probably be back after this game. So like and subscribe to the channel, people. Sound, innit? Hopefully we win. But yeah, sound.
All right, nice one,
See you in a bit, bro.
Wait.
See you soon.